For those of you that are waiting for your kingdom spouse, I had got this message. A lady was saying that she was trying to send something or show something to her kingdom spouse, and some were saying that they were waiting, uh, stuff like that. You're trying to send messages to them to help speed up the process. God is saying, He's got this. God wants you to get out of the way. Whatever it is they need to see, to know, to understand, they do not need your help. It sounds rude, but I'm saying you cannot manipulate the situation to go any faster than what it is happening right now, because there's a lot that's going on behind the scenes. Your husband will find you, or God will create the situation to where you guys will come together, however that may look for you. Some of you already know who they are, and some do not. Are in a company with them already, meaning you're connected to them, but you two may not know it yet. So simply in this process, stop trying to push, stop trying to initiate, stop trying to manipulate the situation, meaning allow God to do whatever it is He's going to do. Whatever the person needs to see, to know, to hear, it's not your job. Your job is to stand in the gap, prepare yourself, be a Proverbs 31 woman, pray for your kingdom spouse, to cover them, to cover you, and to keep doing what God has told you to do in your assignment. And that's how you wait. You don't sit and wait like, let me send this, let me send that, let me do this, let me do that. They need to know that. Stop. That's called control and manipulation. That is witchcraft, okay? And then you're trying to manipulate what God is, what He can and can't do. You have to take your hand off of this situation, because this type of marriage that you come into is going to be kingdom. It is going to be kingdom, meaning you're going to have to put God first, and meaning it is going to take God to keep this thing together, meaning you're going to have to intercede and pray and fast. Do all those things, because you two are going to be, how they say, a power couple to reckon with. So the enemy is going to come very fiercely for this union. Okay, so make sure you're waiting on God and you're taking every prophetic word back to Him. Please do that. Anyone that you listen to, anyone that you hear, any notes, whatever it is, take it back to God first, to make sure you're in your marriage season. And most importantly, He's leading and guiding you, because some of you are with men or with women, and you're in your marriage season. Hold on. It is not that person that you're with. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes you guys can have signs, God can be giving you signs about marriage, but then you could be in a relationship, you're like, why is it so hard? Like, this is not making sense. I'm in your natural mind, you could be thinking, I thought we're finna get married, we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do that. And God could be literally preparing you for somebody else. Come on. And you do not know that until God reveals that to you. So that's why it's so important to make sure you are at God's feet and you are in the Word, to learn these scriptures and get it into your heart, so you'll know the characteristics of these people, and you'll notice, like, okay, they're not displaying the fruits of the Spirit. If you're being physically assaulted, mentally abused, that's not of God. And that's somebody that's acting, someone that is purely acting on their flesh. They show no fruits of the Spirit. They have no reverence for God. They have no respect for you or yourself. God is not sending men to you like that. So if you are in a place to where you have men or women or women around you that are displaying those type of things, no. Take that back to God, because that's not it. God is not going to cause you to be in a place to where you're getting abused physically, mentally, or even spiritually. He's not going to have you in a place like that. So you have to stop and think, what is God's will for my life? And what is my will? Meaning, what do I desire? Oh, I want a man to be tall, to this and that, do this, do that. And God's like, that's fine and all, but but I'm going to give you a man that's shorter, and they do this, they do that, and they're going to know how to take care of you. So sometimes a lot of outwards fleshly things that women can look for, or even men, God is saying those things are not even important. Yes, he wants you to be physically attracted to them, but he does not want you into a place to where you're so consumed and worked up about what it is that they're looking like. They're gonna look like something. Let me say that. But even if they don't look like something to you, God's gonna fix all of that. Okay, it may be someone or their type of style could be very different, something that you're not used to and something that you're not really appealed to, but what they have in them is in here, and it's what you need specifically for you. These kingdom marriages are designed specifically for each person. Okay, so take the time and wait on God. And again, I stress, take it back to God. And you're like, well, what does that mean? You pray about it. Ask God, say, okay, show me a sign. What do you want me to know? What do you need me to do? And just stop getting in people's inboxes and saying, can you tell me who my kingdom husband is? Sometimes God will allow people to speak into your life, but most importantly, you don't want someone speaking into your life and it's not accurate or it's not the right time. So it's very important, because some of you are with your kingdom spouse or you know them, but it could be literally 5 years from now, 2 years, 3 years. Some of you can be in your kingdom marriage season and it could be a little bit longer, because there's deliverance that needs to happen and all these other things. But for some that know that they know, God is preparing them, and God has them doing certain things that is letting them know that, okay, it's now. Like, hurry up, get ready, do what you need to do, focus on you, pray, fast, whatever you need to do, versus ones that they're just coming out of a situation, they have a lot of trauma, hurt, and all this other stuff, and God is saying, yeah, this is your marriage season, but it's going to be a little bit longer. Like, they're getting married, but it could be a year from now, 2 years from now, if that makes sense. So we don't know the timing of God in people's lives. So that's what I'm saying. You have to allow God to lead, because everyone's not in the same season. Maybe someone's barely coming out of their wilderness or getting ready to go into marriage, or they're going through deliverance and getting ready. We do not know the order in which God is going to have them in, and how he's gonna do their situation. So everyone's situation is different. So that's why when you get on these kingdom words, kingdom marriage words, prophetic words, you have to ask God, like, what season am I in, and what is it that you need me to do right now? Okay, that's it. So take care and be encouraged.